of Jerusalem. I've done my job. I've got 3 days left.
好，那我走完了以后，整个耶路撒冷的街道以后，我还剩下3天的时间。
And remember, my desire was Galilee.
然后记得呢，其实我最想去的地方是加利利，
Not Jerusalem.
不是耶路撒冷。
I wanted to go to Galilee.
我要去加利利。
So I get down over to Ben Yehuda Street.
然后我就走下那个北犹
And
大
I start collecting little leaflets of tours to Galilee.
然后呢，就是要拿那些简章、简报，我想要去加利利。
My wife knows me too well.
我太太非常清楚我，
It costs too much for those 2-day tours.
因为那个那种2天的短的行程要花很多钱。
I've got almost 2 months left that I've got to walk and finish the border between England and Wales.
2 months left.
2 months left. So I got to save my money. I can't be taking tours.
所以呢，因为呢，他只剩下2个月还要去走威尔斯，所以他要省钱下来。
So I got a map of Jerusalem and the area in my walk.
然后我就拿着耶路撒冷地图，然后就在那边看怎么走。
And I see the little town of Bethany.
然后我就看到伯大尼这个小镇，
And there's where Lazarus' tomb was.
然后就是拉撒路的坟墓在那里。
So I thought, well, I'll go and walk tomorrow early to Bethany, see Lazarus' tomb, come back to Jerusalem, go to Tel Aviv, walk a little bit of Tel Aviv and pray it. The next day, catch my flight, go home, back
然后
to
我就
England.
打算说好，那我明天呢就走到伯大尼绕一绕，再回来，然后再隔天呢我去特拉维夫再绕一绕，然后就再隔天上飞机。
That was my decision.
那我就这么决定。
I get to my hotel.
我到了旅馆，
Remember? Jerusalem Hotel.
耶路撒冷旅馆。
The one I tried day after day to get out of.
我每天都试着要离开这个旅馆的这个耶路撒冷旅馆。
There's an American standing at the counter
然后呢，那个时候呢，偏偏就有一个美国人站在柜台，
talking to the manager.
跟那个经理在讲话。
It's an American's voice.
我一听到哇，美国的乡音啊！
It's not Hebrew, it's not Arabic.
不是希伯来话，也不是阿拉伯语。
I just walked right up beside him.
我就赶快坐到他旁
And
边。
I said, "You're American."
你是美国人啊？
And he kind of looks at me.
然后他看着我
Well, he says, "Yes."
，Yes，我是
I
的。
said, "You're from the South."
你是从南方来的。
Well, if you call Tennessee the South, I'd say so.
如果你把田纳西州当作南方一样，那是
I
南方。
say, "Well, I'm a Northerner. I live way in Portland, Oregon."
我跟他说，我是住在北方，是在那个波特兰，奥利冈，
He says,
奥利冈州。
"I'm from Nashville, Tennessee."
他说我是从 Nashville 田纳西州来
I。said, "Oh."
我说好。
He said, "What are you doing here?"
他说你来这里干嘛？
I said, "Well, I just finished my business.
我才刚刚把我的事情做完啊。
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to get up early,
我明天早上我要很早起来，
walk to Bethany, and then
然后
come back
我要走到伯大尼，然后再走回来，
and go to Tel Aviv. And
然后
then
再去特拉维夫，
the next day, a couple of days later, I'll fly back to England."
然后过2天我就飞回英国转机。
He looks at me.
他就看着我，
He says, "Walk to Bethany?
你要走到伯大尼啊！
If you walk the way you have to go to be safe,
如果你要走那个安全的道路过去的话，
that's between 5 and 6 miles.
大概5到6英里。
What's 5 and 6 miles when you've been walking, 12 to 16 hours a day?"
那你对一个每天都要行走12到16个小时的人来讲，5英里或6英里算得了什么？
But he said, "I'm getting a car rental.
但是他说，我有租了一部车，
If you'll be patient,
如果你有一点耐心，
I'll drop you off in Bethany."
我就把你带去伯大尼，把你放在那里。
And he said, "I'll come back in the evening."
我晚上回来，
And he said, "I'll bring you back here."
然后我再去伯大尼把你再回来这个旅馆。
Now he said, "In the morning, I'm going to Egypt.
明天早上我要去埃及，
If you haven't got anything to do,
如果你没什么事好做，
you're welcome to go to Egypt
我
with
很
me."
欢迎你跟我一起去埃及。
I look at him and I said, "I'd love to."
我就看着他，哇，我想去。
"When are you leaving?"
那你什么时候离开？
He said, "In a few minutes."
然后我等一下就要走了。
He says some words to the man at the desk, and the man says, "About 45 minutes, we'll have your car."
然后呢，那个经理跟那个柜台经理讲，然后安排了45分钟以后，车子就会租的车子就来了。
I got cards to post. I need to run to the post office, get some stamps. I can be back easily in 45 minutes. I'll see you then.
那我赶快去邮局把我的明信片寄了，然后我就回来，
Hurried in my room, pick up my cards I've written,
然后就赶快去，
head out of the hotel toward the post office.
然后到了那个邮局。
And the Lord says to me,
然后那个时候神对我说话，
You didn't ask me.
你没有问我。
I had been communicating with the Lord every day, 12 to 16 hours a day.
我在行走祷告的时候，是每天持续性跟神讲话12到16个小时的。
I felt like the most condemned person on the face of the earth.
我觉得说，天啊，我这样子跟他这样长时间对话，然后他这样问我的时候，我觉得我真的错了啊。
I began repenting right away.
我就开始悔改。
I'm sorry, Lord.
我说主啊，我真的很对不起。
When I get back, I'll tell him some personal business has come up. I can't go.
然后我等一下回去的时候，我会跟那个人讲说啊，我有些其他的个人的事情要私事要做，我不能去了。
Get my stamps, post my cards, head out of the post office.
所以把那个明信片寄走，然后就回来。
And peace just comes over me. All the condemnation's gone.
那个平安就笼罩着我，然后我这个被谴责的感觉呢，被定罪的感觉就离开了。
I know that feeling.
我对这种的感觉是很熟悉的。
God started teaching me that when I was 18.
因为神呢，从我18岁开始的时候，神就用这样子的经历呢，这样的感觉来教导我。
He said, I'll give you peace and I'll give you a song.
然后他说，我会给你那种平安，而且会给你歌曲。
Start walking.
你开始行走。
That's the first time in my life God told me to walk.
那是第一次，是我18岁的时候，神教我这样子来行走。
He said, if at any time you lose the peace or you can't remember the song,
如果在这个时候你行走的时候呢，你突然平安离开了你，或者你心中那首歌曲没有了，
turn around, go back and find the peace.
然后你就往回走，然后去
Never go where you don't have peace.
继续寻找呢，不要去。如果那个你走的时候没有平安，你就不要走。
That had saved my life already several times.
这个在我的一生，这样子的教导的，让我保住我的性命好几次。
For by that time I had walked most of the cities of the big cities of gangs in the big cities of America and Canada.
因为呢，在那个后来呢，我就已经走了加拿大跟美国的所有的大都市里面帮派占据的地方，
So I am enjoying that peace.
所以我就一直享受那个平安。
And I said, Father,
我说父啊，
can I go with that man?
我可以跟那个人去吗？
If not,
如果不可
take
以，
this peace away from me, because if you don't take this peace away from me, I'm going with him.
如果你如果不行，你就把平安拿走。如果我继续感觉平安，那我就要跟他去了。
I want to go to Egypt for a day.
我要去埃及一天。
I don't know who this man is, but I want to go.
我虽然不认识这个，但是我也想去。
I want to get out of
我要
Jerusalem.
离开耶路撒冷。
And the peace of God remains.
结果呢，平安还是留在我
I'm
身上。
almost to the hotel.
然后我就赶快跑到旅馆，
I thought, I got to test this.
然后我想说我要测试一下。
Father,
我说主父啊，
I don't want to miss you. I don't want to go wrong.
我不想再出差错了。
So in the first seconds I see this man,
当我看到这个人，再一次看到他的第一秒钟，
if something comes out of his mouth of some little thing that went wrong,
如果从他的嘴巴里面讲出来第一句话里面有一些细节不太对，听起来不太对的话，
I don't want to ruin his day
那我也不想去妨碍他一天的行程。
by some big thing going wrong,
Big thing，
some big major thing going wrong.
我也不想要有大的事情、大的差错发生。
He was kind enough to offer to take me all the way to Egypt and
他是
back.
那么的亲切，然后还要说问我要不要跟他一起去埃及。
So in the first seconds I see him, some little thing.
所以第一秒钟的时候，如果他讲了什么事情呢，让我觉得不太妥当，
And this peace just remains all over me.
可是呢，这个平安一直留在我身上。
Get to the hotel, start up the steps.
然后呢，回到旅馆，走上台阶，
There's about 15 steps up into the hotel.
15个台阶走进去。
I'm on the third or fourth step.
走到第3、第4台阶的时候
Beep, beep.
Beep,
I
beep.
look back. A
我一回头
little
看，
red car pulls up.
一部车子就开过来了。
That man steps out,
然后那个人就从车子里面走出来，
comes up to a step below me, looks up at me,
然后就站在我的台阶下面看着我。
and he says, I got the car sooner than expected.
我现在提早拿到车子，
Everything's going great.
每一样都安排好了。
You still want to go to
你
Egypt?
还想去吗？
I said, I would love to.
我说我好想去。
He looks at me with those blue eyes, and a big smile comes on his face.
他就从他的那个脸，那个蓝色的眼睛看着我，脸上带着很大的微笑。
He says, by the way, My name is Ron Wyatt.
哦，然后就跟他说呀，顺便我介绍一下我自己，我的名字叫 Ron Wyatt。
I take his hand to shake his hand.
跟他握手。
And I said, my name is Henry Gruver.
我说我的名字叫 Henry Gruver。
He looks right at me, right in the eye with a beautiful smile.
他有个美好的笑容，看着我的眼睛讲话。
And he says, Henry,
他说 Henry，
do you believe God talks to people?
你相信神对人讲话吗？
I said, you better believe it.
我说你最好相信啊。
He says, I kind of thought so.
他说我也是这么想的。
As I went to get the car, God's been talking to me.
当我去租车子的过程，神跟我说话。
Egypt can wait.
埃及可以等。
Have you been to Galilee?
你有去过加利利吗？
Now this is the truth, people. If Jesus were right here beside me, I wouldn't tell it any different.
然后他说我这是真的100%，就算现在耶稣站在我旁边，我也照样这样子说的。
How do you think I felt?
How do you?
How do you think I felt?
哦，你们觉得我那个时候当时的感觉是什么？
I felt if I flopped my hands, I'd be flying like a bird.
我已经开始准备，好像小鸟要飞了。
I said, no, I never have been to Galilee.
我说没有，我从来没有去过加利利。
He says, I know.
他说我知道。
Jesus told me to take you today to Galilee.
耶稣告诉我，今天要带你去加利利，
To buy you the best meal in all of Israel.
要招待你全以色列最好吃的餐点。
He said it's right in Tiberias called St. Peter's Fish.
他就在提伯里斯上面那个叫做彼得餐厅里面的鱼啊。
You see, it's all in here.
你知道吗？那个鱼也记载在圣经里面。
Our life should be biblical.
所以呢，我们的生命呢是跟圣经息息相关的。
And I said, then let me pay for the car rental
然后我就说，哎，让
and
我
the petrol, the gas.
要让我付价那个汽油的钱，好不好？
He says, we'll talk about it
他
later.
说我们后面以后再说。
You ready to go?
要走了吗？
I said, yeah, let me run and get some things and I'll be right back, like my hat and
我
all.
去拿我的帽子啦，其他东西
Okay.
马上过来。
He says, I'll be here.
好，我就在等。
I hurry back, get in the car.
我们就跳进车子了。
We're winding up around above Jerusalem.
就这样蜿蜒的路呢，就开始离开，走上那个耶路撒冷。
He's just kind of talking away.
啊，他就边开边讲话。
And he says, now, Henry,
他就跟我说 ：“Henry，
he says, do you know where I just came from?
你知道我从哪里过来吗？”
I said, no.
我不知道。
And he started to say where, and he hit his brakes, and he looked at me and said, get out, as he stopped.
然后呢，那个时候突然开到一个地方，他边讲，然后突然开到一个地方，他停下来，赶快，然后突然踩刹车，然后跟我说：“现在下车。”
I looked at him as if to say, did I say something wrong?
那我就说啊，我说错什么话了吗？
And he says, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it
对
that
不起，
way.
对不起，我
I didn't mean to be so abrupt.
我不是这个意思。
He says, I want to show you something I just saw at a glance as we crested this hill.
就是我刚刚在绕这个的路上，我刚刚看到一个地方，我现在要赶快紧急停下来，我现在要叫你下车，我们要
He
去
pulls off the road, we
带你
get
去看那个
out.
地方，
He takes me up on the top of the hill.
然后就带到那个山顶上。
He says, you see that down there?
他说：“你看那个地方，
That's the dome of the rock.
那个就是那个圣殿山上面回照的清真寺那个东
He
门
says,
望。
in the 37 times I've come to Israel,
他说第37次我来以色列，
I have never seen the Dead Sea so clear as that.
他说我从来没有看过死海右边那个死海是这么的清澈的。我来了37次，
There's my dream.
那个完全就是我梦里面的场景。”
Meltdown. I'm weeping.
啊，然后我那时候整个人融化，我就开始哭泣了。
He says, take as much time as you need, Henry.
然后他说：“亨利，你慢慢来，
This is your day.
今天是属于你的一天，
It's your time.
完全是你的时间。”
I'm unloosing the shoes from my feet. I go down on my face just like in the dream, weeping.
然后我就把我鞋脱下来，然后就像我那个做异梦里面一样，我就跪在那里，开始在神面前哭泣。
From here to the back of the church
距离就好像从这里到那个
is a tower.
有一
It's a
个
tower that
有一
they
个
built.
塔，高塔。
They call it the Mount of Ascension, where Jesus ascended in the book of Acts and went to
哦，
cloud
他
to
们这个
see
说
people.
那个地方就是耶稣升天的地方。
I think right where I was standing is where he really went up.
其实我觉得应该是我所站的那个地方，就是才是真正耶稣升天的地方。
The presence of God was so precious right there.
神的同在如此的宝贵，在那个时候，
I don't know how long I wept,
我不晓得我在那里到底哭泣了多久。
but then I dried my tears.
然后擦干眼泪。
At that point,
那个时候，
I didn't care if I went to Egypt or not.
我再也不介意我去埃及或不去埃及了。
I just wanted to spend time in God's presence.
我只是想要停留在神的同在里面。
I really didn't want to leave that place.
我根本就不想离开那个地方。
But I went back to the car,
我回到车子里面，
and I thought tomorrow I can come back up here.
然后说明天呢，我可以再回到这里。
So I get in, and he drives off.
然后我们就继续开。
He says, "Now, Henry,
然后他就跟我说
you know that I just started to tell you that I just flew in today from Turkey.
然后呢，你知道吗？我是今天早上才从土耳其飞过来的。
Now," he said, "I can give you plenty of documentation for what I'm going to tell you today.
我可以给你看很多的文件，我等一下要告诉你的事情。
We just did a documentary on Noah's Ark.
我们呢才刚刚呢做了这个诺亚方舟的这个 documentary 这个纪录片。
He said, I have 18 big pictures of different frames that we have to compress the filming to a 1-hour production.
所以呢，他说我有18个所拍摄的东西，然后要把它集合起来，要编辑，然后要把它做成1个小时的纪
So
录片。
there'll be plenty of pictures for you to believe we found Noah's Ark.
所以那里面有很多很多的照片，足够让你来确认、相信说我们是的确找到了诺亚方舟。
Tomorrow,
明天，
if you want to go with me to Egypt,
如果你要跟我去埃及，
I found the Red Sea crossing.
然后呢，我也找到了当初呢那个以色列人摩西带以色列人经过红海、过红海的那个地方，
That's in Egypt,
那在埃及，
in the Gulf of Aqaba.
那个地方叫高法港。
Would you say no? Would you
如果
refuse?
你是我的话，你会说我不去吗？
I'm overwhelmed.
我实在是整个人太惊讶了。
And he starts telling me these things.
他就开始跟我讲这些他所发现的考古的这些事
On the
情。
way to Galilee, he takes me to Jericho.
然后呢，要去加利利的路上呢，让我经过
Shows me
耶
the
利哥
gates
城。
of Jericho, where the gates of Jericho were.
然后呢，只给我看耶利哥的城的墙在哪里。
One side of the hangings of the gate are 17 feet below the ground.
有一个是在挂那个城门的地方呢，是在地底下17英尺的地方。